Hi, this is Greg Dolan, CEO and co-founder of Keen Decision Systems. Keen is an AI-driven SaaS platform designed to both measure and optimize marketing investment against both short-term and long-term financial performance. So we are solving a very big problem for marketers across industries and across the globe, and that's really to close that marketing proof gap. So I know marketing works. I just don't know how much it works, which channel works, which channels work, and most importantly, I don't know how to optimize looking forward in a predictive way that drives better performance over time. So this is a problem that I faced myself earlier in my career. So I was a consumer packaged goods marketer in the food industry for about a decade, working at Nabisco Kraft Foods and Camel Soup Company, and I suffered from the inability to explain what marketing was working. And I didn't have the tools necessary to make better decisions into the future. So my technical co-founder, I started the company with John Busbus in 2010. He had been doing marketing mix consulting, so conducting this analysis for brands across the pharma industry. And like John, we were both very frustrated with both the time it took to build that type of report card for marketers on an annual basis. But most importantly, it didn't really help to guide the next decision. So we felt like there was an opportunity to disrupt the market through software and give marketers a better tool set, a better system that takes information in real time, allows marketers to analyze quickly in real time, and then guide the next decision in a predictive and prescriptive way. So what I'd like to do today is give everyone a little bit of a background of how marketing has evolved, how closing this marketing proof gap continues to be a challenge, and it's going to, for marketers, and it's going to be necessary to have AI-driven technology and data to be able to do this in an increasingly complex world. That then leads to how we're positioned. So we're positioned really well to take advantage of this rapidly growing market. And we've seen that both in our historical performance, but also in our outlook, and we'll go through that in a little bit of detail. So starting first with how marketing has changed over time. So if we go into the Wayback Machine, back to the late 90s when I started my career, looking back, it was really easy. So there were only offline channels. It was pre-digital. As a marketer, once a year, I would build my plan. It was done on an annual basis, and I'd have to figure out how much to put in TV versus radio versus print. At the same time, all the measurement was also done on an annual basis, and it was very custom. And we still see that quite a bit in the market today through competitors like IRI, Circana, and Nielsen. But someone like John Busbus would come in once a year, take all our data, and do a regression analysis to explain how different marketing channels impacted sales. It took a long time, months, to get that analysis, and the problem with it wasn't forward-looking. So it gave a report card for the previous year. By the time you got it, it was a day late and $1 short, and not helpful for decision making. That model completely blew up with the emergence of digital channels. So early 2000s, we see display advertising start to really pop up and be more prevalent in the marketing plan. So this is what I call digital 1.0. So traditional marketing mix was pretty much scrapped at that time. So marketers now had the opportunity to understand down to the consumer level how different marketing channels were driving conversion. So everything kind of moved to last click attribution. So what was the last click that a consumer had that drove that conversion? It became even more complex as we got into the 2010s, and we saw e-commerce as an emerging channel. And then that then evolved from a measurement perspective to multi-touch attribution, where we were able to see the network effects of all these different channels from a digital perspective impacting conversion. And now we're in what I call the roaring 20s, which is the Wild West. So every retailer now has their own media network. So from Amazon to Walmart to Target, every single one of these retailers are now selling media. So the reason why Walmart bought Vizio is to gather first-party data from their consumers and advertise directly to their consumers in store. So this results in a really complex, fast-moving environment for marketers, right? So that's really the takeaway from this slide, that we've become very complex, very fragmented, and everything is moving very quickly. So decisions are being made on sometimes a daily basis to optimize marketing. So data and technology are going to be key to driving performance going forward and helping marketers make these hundreds, if not thousands, of decisions that they need to make. The problem then, the age-old problem of marketing proof gap and being able to prove out what marketing is working and what's not, and then how you continue to make decisions that drive your business, becomes an even bigger challenge. So, and it's resulting in both the shortest tenure in the C-suite for CMOs, as well as complete elimination of the CMO role in a lot of organizations, right? So if you can't prove the value, one, you're not going to have a job, or you're going to have a short leash. But in many cases, like UPS just announced, they're getting rid of the CMO role. So marketers need to embrace data and technology and automation and AI to be able to live in this new world and thrive. At the end of the day, it's going to help them keep up with the speed of the market and be able to make decisions in a demonstrable way that shows that marketing is driving their business. And number one on the list is AI and machine learning. So being able to have learning models that learn from new information to be able to drive better decisions in the future, which is number two, is going to be really key to success, especially as the market continues to get more complex, more fragmented, and moves at a faster pace. And all of this will lead to more granular precision marketing, more granular targeting, audience level targeting, AI-generated content, the ability, new channels like voice search optimization, so you can ask Alexa any question, and then that will market back to you. So the great news for Keen is that we are positioned perfectly to solve this problem. So we like to say we were AI before it was trending or cool. So we are AI-powered marketing measurement, forecasting, and optimization. With helping the marketer not only understand performance in real time, but then guiding the next decision against a better outcome. So again, we are able to take advantage of these emerging tailwinds to drive our business forward. And we're doing it all in software, which is also very differentiating. So the vision was to disrupt the market with software. It has to be software, replace traditional consulting, and we're doing it through a holistic software platform. So our system takes information in real time, then maps it directly to our system in the format that we need. It then automatically builds models. It QCs the models as well, so you don't need a data scientist to be able to analyze and interpret information. And then the marketer can then focus on what to do next. So we have easy data onboarding, which has always been the biggest challenge when it comes to marketing mix. So we've spent a ton of time working on hundreds of integrations, partners that help us both ingest and map data. We are on trend in that we look at all channels across the marketing mix, offline and online. So we're solving that problem. So we're fully omni-channel and giving a full perspective on the business. You're able to optimize plans against different financial objectives, whether it's building a plan to hit a revenue forecast or long-term value optimization. You can then trade off those plans. It builds a forecast that can then be actualized as new information becomes available. And the great thing is the learning aspect of the system. So every new data point that comes into the system is teaching the model, and it's becoming smarter with that new information. So continuous process of learning, execution, and actualization. And all of this in our roadmap is leaning into AI capabilities. So how do we do this in an even more automated way, in a headless way, as we like to say, that allows for this closed loop ecosystem to drive continuous improvement on the business. So throughout our entire user experience, we are driving automation from the data collection ingestion standpoint, smart mapping to our system. Again, automated QC, so you don't need a data scientist to tell you how to interpret the statistics or how to optimize models, to querying the system to like ChatGPT, OpenAI, to be able to ask the system to build optimized plans, and then provide automated insights and a complete narrative and analysis for how to understand results, and more importantly, directly guide the marketer to the decision that they need to make. And we're doing this across different size companies, across different industries. We built the system to be industry agnostic. We're really excited about the opportunity that is in front of us in terms of getting down market a bit to sub-enterprise brands. And you can see a bunch of them on here: Catalina Crunch, Poppy Beverage, Liquid Death, all brands that are slightly smaller, but still spending between $20 and $40 million in marketing. We built our system primarily on the backs of enterprise clients like Church & Dwight and Campbell's and Smucker. We continue to have success there. But again, we see the opportunity in the 300,000 brands that spend money in the U.S., down market as well. So, and the efficiency of our platform and our price point allow us to really grow the category in that way. So and also, heavy CPG, but we're starting to build into new verticals. You see some financial services, national debt relief, Golf Pride, Hydroxycut, fashion, beauty, Curology, and Revlon. We have the opportunity to really, be the solution that can meet the needs of marketers across industries. We have about 3 billion marketing being optimized through our system. We're about 50 employees. And the beautiful thing about our system is that we can prove our ROI for our clients. So if you invest in our system, we will show you at least a 25% improvement in marketing performance in the first year. And many times that will pay back the investment in the system. So we can show quantifiable return of the investment in the Keen platform.